wanted the easy path.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldur? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3, bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I won't begrudge you your choice. As for me, though, I'm not ready. I might never be. Thank you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. I want us both to be ready if... well, if we can't fix me. Life can come at you pretty fast, soldier. A good defense can help you stay on your feet. I think you know that, even if you don't want to. Let's go home. It's about damn time. Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter.
Loss. It permeates every corner of Lae'zel's mind. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. I am known and honored by you, the source of my bruises. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Tmar Salar Orpheus, Mar Stilnar Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart of Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago.
Look where. Seems like a good moment to talk.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, The Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Indeed. Duke Stelmane, or as I knew her, Berlin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you. I see that you are unable to let that go. But do not forget that I trusted you with my life, as you trusted me with yours. Manipulation or not, we need each other. My relationship with Berlin was similar in this regard, though less dramatic. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
I brought my own paring knife.
Let's see. No traps, please.
had nothing but...
Situation sticks. As soon as the fight guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your rigs intact.
Yeah, well, this time we won't help.
Gildra? How can I help you? Sorry. Yes, you're right. What can I do for you? Of course. Gildro's finest. Come back soon. And if you see Gildro, tell him everything's under control.
How do you feel about Neverwhere?
There's blood here, not yet dried. And no sign of the smith.
These murderous monsters, what hell's breaking loose? Goodness me, that's terrible. Are you joking? This is great. Think of all the work we can get here.
Don't have the strength to face another 10 day on the road. Will be plenty of something out. Safe.
Clearing outsiders from Rivington and the refugee camp soon. Mark my words. Are you all right?
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
So, it took a little time, though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slave...
Five potions from the Velveteen Elixir. Buy papers to enter the city.
Person than both of us.
Proceeding.
How many die today? How many die
How
tomorrow?
big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Have to keep going.
Pieces of your body will be washing up in Grey Harbour tomorrow.
How do you feel about Neverwhere?
Gildra? Oh, no. Just you again? How can I help you? What? Don't joke about that. He'll come back. He always does. He's probably just gone to get more coal for the forge or visit one of the ore mines. Not for you to worry about in any case. You're a customer. And no obituary in the Gazette? Impossible. I don't know why you're insisting on spreading these nasty thoughts, but I'll ask you to kindly keep them to yourself. Now, is there anything you'd like to buy? If not, move along. Of course. Gildro's finest. Action, not reaction. Come back soon.
That so-called army is probably no more than a pack of goblins and bugbears.
They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Open up.
We'll find a way into the city.
Murderers, monsters, what hell's breaking loose?
What's up for discussion?
Excellent supply of potions from the Velveteen Elixir. Never win. Pieces of your body no different. You might trek all the way there and hear them sing. No refugees.
Cannot believe they lost my letters.
I'm sure. Said to do whatever it takes.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
This is front page material.
Footprints. Deep man footprints.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast, be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it.
The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of watchers in no time.
Those things are... But they were. And I'm here now. I'm safe. Philommene's dead. It's what she always wanted. To die for the cause. I wish she'd spared a thought for me. I just want to be useful, but I'm not as good at this as the others. But I'll get better.
Thank Gerdle we escaped that bloody Steel Watcher. No thanks to you. We did, but we very nearly didn't. Everything's lining up for the Iron Hands, though. Wulbren's about to put his grand plan into action. It's necessary. Besides, Wulbren wouldn't let anyone innocent get hurt.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get...
I can do better. I must.
My faith protects me. Onward in her name.
Look, unless you're an
Father, they would die for you. Can't slow down. Locked. But there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Can I come on patrol with you later?
Not a chance. Your mother will kill me.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Right.
Chomping at the bit. What's the plan? Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
The Absolute's army on its way. Not a chance.
Always ready. It would be most pleasant. Chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
Refugees traveling these particular red towns stupid enough to leave town. Remind them that this is our city. We don't take kindly to parasites.
Attacked a child. You should have killed the little monsters.
Think of all the work we can get.
When's it gonna stop?
There'll be plenty of work. Safe.
What if we get caught?
They'll never
Different.
Washing up in Grey Harbour tomorrow.
Way there and do the same.
Bastards.
Refugees.
over there.
Gildra? How can I help you?
Situation stinks. Guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your rigs intact.
We'll be safe in the wild.
You again? You're becoming a bit of a regular, aren't you? Not complaining, not complaining. So, you'll be wanting a copy of today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette then?
Safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Exactly.
Give it a
Pleasure isn't just physical, it's...
Honest.
It will make you better drown.
Which means we're getting a real...
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Forget your worries. Indulge yourself.
Is your boss here to enjoy himself?
Nice. Another drow for my feasting eyes. In darkness bred, yet no less delicious for it. Elegant, decadent, and oh so dangerous. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are. Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn. Sweeting. I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh, but I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fion's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key. I'm listening.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Please, just make the drinks. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again, even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon. Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. You got it, but the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mams all leaping down my throat if I go burning yours. Pleasure to serve.
Give it a good rumple.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
Hangs of warrior cast often over Madame Amira nowadays. Do you think we've done something wrong?
We are not in trouble, sister.
Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and we will continue dancing. A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
What do you think, silly? Love, of course. Hot and vulgar with me, or sweet and sincere with my sister. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
Menzoberranzan love magic. A formidable practice, usually only reserved for pleasing the most insatiable matriarchs in the City of Spiders.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
I do not share what is mine, and I will not be shared.
A shame, but
Of course you came back. I never...
You would break our bond for the sake of laying this Islak.
Exquisite. You know the price, right? Come hither. We have a room upstairs.
I mean, to try.
They're clawing at my door the very next morning.
Sorry, love. I'm rather preoccupied at the moment.
Lion hells would you do with it? Think a little, Captain Boss.
But I'll know it when I see it.
I know he can be set free.
Armies lay siege. They won't care about you.
As much as I enjoy when I...
My faith will guide me.
No time for dally.
If you had any bargaining chips,
I have such a headache. Nothing hurts anymore. Need to find a way forward.
I will pay
I have something to ask.
serve any foul.
There is nothing I haven't done. And nothing I won't do. Clients usually choose me over my sister when they're looking for a man of extremes. Oh, you will learn things you wish you could unlearn. And the lessons will be pure tactile sensation. No sight, only whispers. So, tell me, do you want some role play, an unusual sensation, or perhaps my legendary Menzoberranzan, let's just say, It's not only Dwergar who can enlarge themselves. Incrementum in... I will excavate the very depths of your...
As the night dances on, he ravages you.
I know he can be set free.
We can get...
All is ash and meat.
Is there anything
At the ready.
I much prefer a cat.
Give me a moment, for pity's sake. You've exhausted... It has a unique magic of its own. Even if the city falls into ruin, the caress will live on as a memory and a dream.
You must want to do something. Me.
Everything. But what
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Charessa's caress is a perfection.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
Exactly. Pleasure is...
I barely got a moment's sleep last night. And no, not good.
was that human boy insisting on playing?
I don't think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
No time to rest.
Our nymph is rather refined. But I suppose not nearly enough for him up there.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. You are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
How much further can I go?
Really nice.
Lovely. And nice.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? Right as falling rain. What's it to you, Shuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Talent.
Ugh, I hate the new boys. I don't understand why they're such
Lovely. And nice.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. Ugh. Thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom. I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out from under... That was the finest.
Just make the drinks. Everyone is Shures's caress.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells.
Very well.
Must have brought so many to them.
So distracted with
Music stops. We will continue dancing.
Look at me. You can stare as much as you like.
more for me.
How can I...
Sleep last night, and no, not anymore.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
I don't understand why there's such a type for serenade.
Is your boss here to get your decadent delight?
Don't Of course.
It's your birthday. You deserved it.
Forget your work. These four walls are our world.
Sorry, I've just felt so distracted recently. Such fog coursing through my brain.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
I am fury. I am death.
Let's spill some blood.
I promise, you do not want to know.
Time to strike.
Time to kill.
Got to concentrate.
Come on, can't stay idle.
I missed this.
Swift and lethal.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Action, not reaction.
Looking ahead.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How can I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are sane. Time dances on in sequence. The winding path of time evens and becomes straight. With a quiet head, you can once again hear the song of the birds and the wind in the grass. You pluck a flower, and it does not bleed.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Like will be done.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Well, hello.
Keep it together.
Let's get on with it.
Action, not reaction.
Everything is clear. Bet that will fit in my pack. Time to press ahead.
Caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical.
Easy.
It's a state of mind.
You will when you've met the drow.
Light, never quiet.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next day.
Fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a show.
So, Pleasure House, den of decadent delights.
Might be useful. Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
Everyone does. But what I
Wish to pleasure your fine maiden, to feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel
Yes,
watch.
darling, it's very leather-like.
I sense some hesitation.
Dancing, dinner.
do with it. Think a little.
The lips?
Let's go to Calm's
The
Lots.
lips are calm.
It's a state of mind.
Don't touch me.
You will when you've met the drow.
Where am I? What's going on? With haste.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us. Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, Want to free the forgotten prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kilir. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. The Hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the Hells, deep in the Hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? Don't be a fool. A broker is as bound by his contract as his buyer. The hammer must be real, or Raphael could never take the crown. Lucky for us, we've another option. Glory be to the comet. The devil keeps the Orphic hammer in his lair. If we can find a way in, we can take it. I'll use it to smash the true heirs' bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free. First to Voss, then to Raphael's House of Hope. Just don't expect a lavish spread awaiting us this time.
Such a prude. But don't worry, everyone is Sharess's caress is
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? Then the situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting counter moves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.
Always room for more.
Fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a show.
Here goes nothing.
With pleasure.
Let's get going. Dream in red. Let's have a look.
It's very
Just impressive to need something like this.
Set your worries at ease.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does the same. On a full standard.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Someone there?
Can't waste any more time. What do we have here? must have seen everything.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand that, but do you have any idea what it was? Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
Sharess's caress isn't just wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Doesn't make any sense. It will when you've met the drow.
Do you two have rocks for brain? What were you thinking?
Here. You haven't even got inside yet.
In a word, sir. Exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burned like the noonday sun.
Sharess's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Breathe deep and move.
Pleasure isn't just physical. It's the state. It will when you've met the drow.
Don't mind if I do.
There you are. I thought something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. But it's do you have any idea what it was? You play the fool. You're trying. Someone.
You feel the touch of the air.
And what did he want with you? Do you have any idea what it was? Then the situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting countermoves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.
Walking death. I'll take that.
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give it.
Watch your back. Should be easy.
Still in control. Just... moving ahead. Just out of view. Oh, my hand slipped. They should all be running.
Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
Doesn't make any sense.
You will when you've met the drought.
I seem to need something like this.
Welcome to Sharess's Caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
Hey! Now a visit. I want to hear all about it.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? I'm off the clock. But this is Devella's pet project. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Skaketh! Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people. No more than Vlaakith will sow in Tunarath and beyond. No more than the Geich will sow across every plain. There is nothing I won't do, nothing I won't give to free Orpheus from the prison. The marks I bear are proof enough of that. But you are the one who carries the astral prism. You are the one who must free the prince. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
New guy in trouble. I want to have a word.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
You rats with the guild now. Heard Nine Fingers met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs?
Our nymph is rather refined, but I suppose not nearly enough for him.
Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
Not looking for more
You do not want to know.
Should mind my step.
Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due.
Shit.
I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
You two have rocks for brains. What were you thinking?
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
Again.
Whatever for? Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips, the tongue.
Darling, it's
If your
very
mighty Marcy
leather-like.
Did you see how far that watch it through? I got it. I got it. And thanks.
Well, we're shopping for a
Trying to
suit.
climb up one, you
Dinner
madman.
with my parents, remember?
How else was I supposed to see their optics?
Hi! Over here! Something's on my mind.
Put him up! Put him up!
Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Whew! I was hoping you'd say that. To tell you the truth, I don't actually like hurting people very much, or getting hurt. It's a good job I ran into you.
Very leather-like.
scared? Did you wet your pants? Did you? Did you? Oh, wow! Yours is much better. Whew. Oh, well. Back to the narbing board.
Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable day.
Let the man.
Oh, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gums. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember.
I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
For another season.
If any of us would be so fortunate.
Imagine seeing a watch apart for the first time.
Leather-like.
My heart flutters at the thought.
Meet my mother and father.
How can I assist? How can I... Voss has done his duty. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the astral prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free. Assume nothing.
I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry. Imagine seeing your watch apart for the first time.
Onward.
I'd love to see one of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush everyone.
Voss is waiting.
Tarnish. Feet of genius.
On my way.
All the targeting modules.
Yes, darling, it's very...
Every substance has been tried and tested.
Steve tried to climb up one, you madman!
How about some good old-fashioned pie?
You're the person with you.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented the steel watch. He merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
For another client, maybe.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Imagine seeing your watch apart for the first time.
Charge of your pleasure
My heart flutters at the thought.
We're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
Tarnish. Feet of genius.
I wonder what the next move is.
It's just impressive to need some...
Let's go to Khan's Gums. She
These
has the
things
most
have stayed interesting.
fabulous scent.
Gyrometics.
It's perfect.
All the
for
targeting modules.
Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
If not over,
How far that
then
watch
through.
threw me. It must have been 10 minutes.
It's hard to find. I can't believe... My mate got thrown by a steel watcher. Lucky bugger. The trajectory was perfection.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch.
Remember? Sizes! Prices!
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Won't be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Go on. Make merry. Lower the gates! Special permission!
Greetings, citizen Fluffington. I trust you are enjoying the city.
Naughty, naughty, naughty little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected. And that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You may inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Hells. This again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
I swear.
Here we go.
It sounded like somebody was in trouble.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash
says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble.
Please make your...
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Something's not right about those steel watchers.
To a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
What my friend means to say is that the witness must have been
I don't know,
mistaken.
dear. I don't know.
Better.
All we can do is be patient.
I almost believed you this time.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. I'm no thief. I was going to pay it back. Eventually. I needed the gold. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. You haven't heard? An army is coming. They're saying it's unstoppable. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. Really? You'll just give it to me? Look. Hidden up on the roof, you'll find all the stuff I stole. You can have it. Thank you. I'll never forget this. Never.
What now? A crooked touch.
This guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell.
Intestines throb, blood whispers.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. There's room for more.
Best keep your hand.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I don't know. All we can do is be patient.
I almost expecting you this time. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I don't care how many they make. She...
One more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me.
They say Gortash won't be king, but that pomp upstairs sure sounds like a coronation.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell
Please
them what
make your
happened,
way to
and
the
we'll be home
audience
in no
chamber.
time. This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off. Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. A trading license? Right. Right. Yeah. Much appreciated. Take a look around.
What's next? Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Indolence breeds madness.
What a day.
Pleasure doing business. 2 dozen more fists for the
Calm
cost of
down,
that
dear.
thing.
It won't happen, I swear.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a
can't really
fist
glaze that
and
pizza.
tell me what you were doing in that.
We'll tell them what happened.
Lord
and we'll be home in
How delicious. Quietly.
Nice and quiet now. Best be on my way.
Careful, I bite. Hardly a challenge.
No one back home will ever believe this. One day I'll catch a break. What's hiding here? I should speak up.
On your way. Maybe.
better not be cursed.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience
Tell me
chamber.
what you were doing in the... You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Are they going to arrest us? What if they throw us in jail?
The house was on fire.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Lord Gortash is expecting
Oh, I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Are the gods truly this petty?
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days. I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells! A pulseborn! Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show. You should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette? You know, I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Mal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Everesca. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. Well...
You've got something to say.
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Hells. It explains so much. Listen to me. I knew another like you.
Gorion's ward, one of Baldur's Gate's great heroes. Baal's blood ran through their veins too. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose honor. And so can you. That's the spirit.
Where am I needed?
slug my guts through this hell.
हाल ठीक है भाई। शाबजी वाला बना दिया।
got a long road ahead.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me
Don't waste a step.
what's doing in the house.
Calm down, dear.
Well,
It won't happen, I swear.
We broke down the door because it...
I can't let it glaze that quickly.
Is expecting you.
I have performed deeds well and efficiently. Is this what you mean?
Not exactly. But you answered my question.
Flaming Fist Barracks. Authorized personnel only.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Are they going to arrest
Please
us?
make your way to the audience chamber.
Let's rehearse this one more time.
Calm down, dear.
What should we do in the house?
You can't let it glaze that quickly. It won't even hurt.
That's what nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened. In no time.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
You've been seeing the
Please
faces,
make
we're
your
still
way
here.
to the
What are
audience
they waiting
chamber.
for?
Could have hired 2 more fists.
I don't know, dear.
Have you wondered what people will say
Is expecting
when they find out the monster hunter is
Please
becoming a
make your
monster?
way to the audience chamber.
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
Please make your way
I've
to
always
the
had a
audience
soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
I like it.
You're not being paid to like it.
I'm not sure I believe
Lord
her.
Gortash is expecting
Does it really
you.
matter?
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining. It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about. You've been reading too many picture books.
Lord Gortash himself is the one pulling their strings. We're all better off for it.
You hear? Milady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Not as exhausting as all that food.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest Patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, but a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls, and he's wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
Crawling back from her bloody disgrace. It's my favorite assassin. Gods, you're a sight for sore eyes. Orin told me she made a fool of you, but I should have known you wouldn't go down that easy. Then she didn't lie. The past is lost to you. Let me clear up some mysteries then. We share so much history. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf. But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself. Have you gone soft? I find that hard to believe. One's true nature always rises to the top. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proves treacherous. She wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal. Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Orin is unreliable. This one shows promise. She keeps her word, I keep mine. We will rule as one. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger, hidden among us. Squaw!
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her ichors. Do you even remember how to find it? A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. And some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, why call you enemy when I could repair an old friendship? Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
No, this isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming raven guard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
The true Raven Guard is still clinging on somewhere in that mine. It might not be too late for him.
Have we finished then?
Where am I needed?
Our time has come, son. Together we will usher in a new dawn. What is a hero, my son, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. You, Gortash, and I will ignite the final spark, my son. And that is the greatest of goods.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral...
What nonsense?
The prism...
Help me.
Your tadpole seizes. The prism stills. Raven Guard's empty eyes meet yours.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a but beyond.
The real Raven Guard's still in there, and he wants out.
Have we finished then?
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words. Like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Kill Orin and take her nether, and do not.
What path lies before me?
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the I can't think of a better
The guild are part of the fabric of the city. In their way, they keep order as well as the feast.
I need a quick word.
Absolute's army won't stand a chance. Gort. I trust Lord Gortash to protect the city.
Best keep your hands...
Armies can suffocate us. As long as we're not overrun with refugees, there are supplies enough to survive along the sea. It's only your purse that will suffer. I've heard. Will you take up?
Citizen Fluffington, I advise caution. This area is restricted, under orders of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business.
I've grown quite fond.
What glory!
Kill Orin and do not.
Pride of the gate.
Let's move. Another step forward.
Tempers are right.
The pride of the gate. And I'm off.
Never a dull moment. Have I been this way before?
Sharp as ever.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Moving in.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of...
What's past this?
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Dear. It won't happen, I swear.
I hope my home can be yours.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
I have no intention of allowing myself to grow a third stomach and a withered arm in a ducal seat.
But you're always welcome for tea.
I want to have a word.
Kill Orin and do not.
The guild are part of the fabric of the city. In their way, they keep order as well as the fist.
Not for communal use.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Defender of the people. Heading out.
All right. What now?
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine.
Something cut fresh from you.
Very well. I don't need any attention right now. Still breathing, despite everything. Swift as my feet can carry me.
can't afford to stay idle. I'll take this way.
Tempers are right.
No one stopped me yet.
On I go.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I'll give it a try. This way.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Light on my feet.